Now, it's just one thing to say that the collective frequency is ignorant. But if we delve into it, we need to understand that humans are animals just as much as any other animal. We need to see this to really get and grasp this this video. The roots of heaven stem in hell. When creating, when having, when doing an experience such as this, such as a physical, dense experience, all that is formlessness is crystallizing via frequency. It is all frequency. It appears as frequency. Okay. And it vibrates, and its frequency crystallizes. Now we have physicality. This evolution, time is an illusion to the present, because the present is the only thing that exists. Everything is right now. So this formlessness can do whatever it wants. It is your mind, but stripped of all limitation. It is the infinite. It is the true self. It is incomprehensible. We see that this frequency, because the way it appears in physicality, there's an appearance of time. With this comes solar system, stars, this dust in space. Comes space. What I'm pointing to, this evolution process takes time. It comes from the ground up. We evolved from like nothing. Okay. It is by this this source, this presence, this existence. And you see, this is where I'm getting at. Mind. You don't want to get too much into the mind. The mind is the thing. That's the biggest problem. The mind. You get in the mind, you lose. There's only presence. The game is the mind. Heaven and hell, awareness and ignorance. What is ignorance? The mind. It is always behind. It is always in the past. Presence is right now. Even any little illusion, anything, any little thing in your head, it's just the mind. Is it right now? No. See, this is where we get into what else I was saying. It works its way from the ground up. A human being works its way from the ground up, as per evolution. As above, so below. It's going. Every level of subtlety is this law of evolution from the ground up. Roots of heaven stem in hell. Therefore, you have the chakra system, survival, communal, and how you feel about yourself, pretty much. Social, you're how you feel about yourself, pretty much. That's the third one. Then you can access the heart. Once the survival, which is love, which is your source. Heart center is your source center. You need to be having the animal side satisfied before you can start going back, ascending up into higher states of consciousness, or which higher states of consciousness represent the disintegration of the ego. Can never fully disintegrate it, but the dimming of the contradiction, the dimming of the ignorance, coming into awareness, which is presence. It's not just like book smarts. It's no. This is the mind. You don't need little accolades. You don't need to achieve. There's relativity. You're gonna do things. You're gonna go and achieve things. But what are the reasons for those things? Are they superficial? Are they ignorant? Or are they based in truth, in God, in presence, in what is truth, what is the authentic expression of the being? Okay, not what it thinks it should do, what it is, the authentic expression. Now, why is collective consciousness ignorant? Because this authentic expression gets like messed with early on, and sometimes it recoils back, so they just accept the mind, accept their name. I am my name. You see, no. One must understand your authentic truth. This is like backward society. It's like backwards. It's like capitalist. It's individualistic. We're communal creatures. We're social creatures. There's a whole chakra dedicated to that. Some people say the sacral chakra is the sex chakra. Sex is interacting with others. That's sex. There's the act of intercourse, but what sex is a connection. It's simply a connection to your source, because there's one existence, there's one source, there's one self. There's no self. Exist. Language, you see, language gets in the way of this. We could say there's one existence, there's one self, there's one existence. Okay, there's only existence. For it to incarnate as like two little characters to say I love you, that's the ultimate form of being existing. You can say I love you to yourself, and it feels real because there's enough ignorance to believe that the form is the form, and there's like nothing outside the form, so that can have that experience. Now you see that, and now it's like, okay, now I'm surrendering to that even more. Okay. Then you become more authentic because you stop caring about the world. The world is hell. The world is devilish. You see, this is the Bible. The hell and the heaven is presence and ignorance. Okay. The world and your true nature. Okay, that's like, you could say, not even the game. It's not even, nah. That's what is going on. Awareness and ignorance. Source and illusion. There must be a truth to a lie, and the illusion must be made of something true. So, you can say these. You see, people say the things they mean. People say the things they mean. It doesn't always come out articulated the right way to the other person. It's articulated the right way to the person who's saying it, but to the other person, they're like, oh, they take it the wrong way. See, it's good to delve into saying like, oh, collective consciousness is ignorant. Anyone can say that they're right because they're feeling that. There's a reason they're feeling that way. Whether or not the levels of subtlety of ignorance is contradicting doesn't matter. They're feeling that way for a reason, because the simplicity creates a complexity. Okay, their ignorance came from complexity of the truth, so twisting of the truth. So there is reason to point blame at things when you feel wronged in a state of ignorance, because this level of subtlety, it makes sense. Okay, think of a level of subtlety that would do that. You see, it just works. They'll do it. You understand why. Okay, it doesn't matter if they're justified. You understand why. Okay, this is because there's only one experience. See, it's like shared between all these different characters. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, it comes from the bottom up. We're gonna have physical experience. We're gonna have density. It has to be mathematically correct. So it is. So it's dense and it's present. It's real. Okay. It's just third density. It's dense. Okay. I keep doing that. It like it keeps the flow going, I guess. So I mean, it doesn't matter how it comes out. The truth is the truth. You see, you should again like see. It doesn't matter. It's the way you see it should be. I mean, presence. You shouldn't be with the mind. You shouldn't be with the mind when you see anything. There's no choice over that. But there, like when you're aware, you're aware. It's like okay, I'm more aware. I choose to be aware. So there is a choice. Mm. You want it's. There's no free will because this is governed by this what we're surrendering to. It's governed by this. The very reason I can even be here and be like, oh yada yada yada, is because it wants to have this experience. There is no free will. It is governed by higher frequencies. You could say, okay, but that's where we're at. So this is the play. Watch it. Be aware. Just be aware of awareness because this isn't like me just telling you. This is like if it's in you, it'll wake up in you. That's how this is going. So it is in you. Okay, maybe watch it again. It doesn't matter. It's taking care of itself. It's taking care of itself. So let go and let God. Truly, like actually, and but of course there's relativity, but apply let go and let God. Still apply it. But like there's relativity. It's like I'm not doing that. But like there's a nervous system here, and you can feel pain. That is how choices are made. Okay? That is how choices are made. Ignorance must accompany awareness, and vice versa. Awareness must stem from ignorance. Heaven must have the roots of its tree in hell. See? No, there's nothing, there's no concepts around anything. You're just chilling. And if you're not chilling, why? Learn to ask why again. Okay, if that's where you're at. Okay, learn to ask why. Keep why? Know why. If you know why, you're chilling. Why? Because it's ignorance and awareness. Simplicity creates complexity. Heaven and hell. Awareness and ignorance. True nature in the world. You see, you doesn't have to be scary. See, it isn't scary. What's scary is like going through something scary, so that. But yeah, going through something scary is scary. But you see, that scary experience benefited you. You say, oh man, blah, blah, blah. Go look back at all, whatever it is. It's better if you're old. The older you are, the better. You can look back and see how everything is actually perfect. You can actually look back and see how, oh, it's all aligned because it's truth. There's presence there. So there's enough presence to be able to be present and look at that and realize, see, it's ignorance and awareness. The whole thing. Presence in mind, body and mind, left and right, 0 and 1, masculine, feminine. The feminine principle being the source, the masculine principle representing the world. Because the masculine principle, the logic side of the brain, the penis, is all a part of the experience of the world. The feminine principle, the intuitive side of the brain, the body, is already understands everything. It is simply present. It exists in the now, in God. we could say, in the vagina is what is desired. It is like the way we evolve. The woman is always protected and treasured. Who do you save in Mario? The girl. See, the feminine principle is valued, is already valued. See, is already value because it embodies the truth of existence, the purity, the innocence, like the purity. It's like the presence. You ever know how the feminine energy can always sense energy better? They're better at it. They're more attuned. It's just like, yeah. They give birth because the universe gives birth. And so it creates pain. You see? Existence creates pain. The birther creates pain. The feminine principle creates existence. This is not my truth. This is simply an expression of a high frequency on third density reality, within third density reality, as a part of third density reality. And of course, the masculine principle is the world. It is like the thing that's like in the world. It's like the little explorer guy, okay? And that, like, gets to realize its source. Women do too. But it gets to realize its source. But what I really mean is like that. It's like it gets to realize its source. It gets to actually realize its source and physicality. You see? This shit is just God. So, you have a beautiful life. You have a beautiful existence. May you realize God. Because it's already there. It's just what's in the way of you seeing it. The truth is the truth. What lies are you holding on to? What dirt is over the lens? What veil? There's so many ways to say it. How many obstructions of ignorance are there to the truth of awareness?